And Beto, we call this rig called El Toro, which is what Beto calls it because he's the boss man. And the reason why he calls it that is that he calls it the bull because it's red and it's big and it moves a lot of dirt. So it's pretty sweet. He's gonna back this thing out. The closer we can get this to our job site, the better, because we got a skid on site, but I prefer not to use it because it's another moving part that we need, another guy operating it. We're gonna try to back this sucker right up by the pool so they can lift it up and load it with a 308. So we just moved a couple cars. He's backing it up. We're tearing this driveway anyways, but I mean, what we're starting to do is we're starting to just damage driveways. So we kind of put that in our contract and write that, you know, most likely your driveway is gonna be toast after we put a new swimming pool back there. But it's gonna be completely worth it. And we're gonna do it anyways, so let's roll. So yeah, anyways, that's very important to be communicative with your client and let them know what's going on with the deal and you know, what they're gonna expect. Because if they don't expect to have a torn up driveway and he busts it all up, they're gonna be pretty pissed. So very, very important. You can see he's doing a great job with this thing. It barely fits. Barely, look at that, inches. That is a sexy truck right there. I love that truck. Yeah, that thing was 180, excuse me, 180K. But that thing's gonna make me some money. That truck's gonna make me some money because it's gonna haul a lot of dirt. But if you're watching this video, you know, my journey started with just a pickup truck. You don't need that. But when you start making money and making profits, you can invest into stuff like that because that's gonna move a lot of dirt faster and make the company more profitable. Labor's expensive, so if I was having a guy here all day hauling 3 yards, I mean, we're looking at 150 yards of dirt we're gonna be hauling out of here, so it's a lot. It's a lot. You can do the math on that. You just can't. And if I hire out a company for every single pool build, it gets expensive too. So we still hire out companies though. Very, very important because this can only haul 15. The other companies can haul 30. So I still will call them in, but today we couldn't get them, so we got Beto doing it. But they can't do this. We can't get a big semi in like this. So this is very, very efficient here where you can just back it right up to where they're digging the pool and just load it. So that's gonna be pretty cool. Pretty cool. We'll show you what they're working on back there. This project's gonna be just under 300K by the way. It's gonna be a nice project. The project started at about 120, but one thing that I like to do is upsell. And the reason why is there's a lot of value here with this house. The client's putting a lot of money on the inside, and I am completely sold on my product, my team, and my company being the best fit for them. So I got no problem mentioning, hey, while we're there, maybe we do a new driveway, maybe we redo these steps, or these steps up front. Hey, maybe we make it a little bit bigger and do artificial turf so you have no maintenance in the backyard. You don't have any dead grass. You don't have to worry about watering. And the pets are gonna love it. So I got no problem going for the upsell and bringing things up because, you know, the client called me wanting to invest money in their home, right? And we're already here. Prices are only going up. I can do it a lot cheaper while I'm here, while I got the guys here and I'm already tearing up their driveway. So why not do it all in one shot? So that's what we were able to talk the homeowner into doing. And it's gonna create more value for the homeowner by upselling and doing everything in one shot because he's getting more value out of it. He's getting a better price essentially because we're all here. So very, very important, you know, make sure you go for the upsell, guys. It's the most important thing because we're already here. Second money is easier than the first. Big rule to follow. Second money is easier than the first money. Very, very important. And if you apply this in your landscape construction business, it will blow up. Promise you. Let's see what we're working on back here. Yeah, buddy. I don't tell anybody about this, but I've drove this guy a couple times. I'm not supposed to. I won't anymore, but I just had to drive it a couple times. It's a nice rig. We got this thing last year. We already got 18,000 miles on it. This is a nice truck. He's got a sweet setup, air suspension. Nice horn. Some lights. He's got some. This is a sick rig here. This is fun. I would enjoy if I you know, like rewinding. If I was gonna get into the business to do a job, I wouldn't mind doing this. I think it's fun driving something this big. It's you feel like the king of the streets. It's pretty sweet. Yeah. He's got AC, radio. He's got a headset. He's got his phone mount. Air brakes on this thing. It's a badass rig. Really is. Really is. What else do I like about this thing? That it's big. It looks sweet. Let me show you in the back. This is where my man Beto hops up and just checks in there once in a while. This is a drop axle, so we can haul like 12,000 more pounds. This thing will haul about 20 yards. No, about 18 yards, and then about 15 tons, something like that. It's a beast. It's a beast. Yeah, I love it. This thing pops up, opens up. Of course, we got the company logo on here. We like to give this guy a bath every once in a while. But you can see one thing that I love about my employees is they're not afraid to work. Beto's the driver, but he's also gets in the skids and the equipment. He's moving the skid right around, working with Sergio to keep himself moving. He's also great at greasing and gassing the machines up. Very, very important to have tool, more than one thing. Just because he's a driver doesn't mean he can't do that. And that's one thing that I really appreciate. And that's one thing that's very important to company success is having people on your team that aren't afraid to accept additional responsibility and go that extra mile for the company. So yeah, we're out here, we're making it happen.